It is one of the most quotable movies of all time. A young farm girl and her dog are swept off by a tornado from Kansas and into the magical land of Oz.
So it's safe to say The Wizard of Oz is a movie that pretty much everyone has seen, including Lisa. And if you haven't seen it, you really should.
That's really the news here. Lisa has seen it. But in Brevard County, there's a relatively new attraction based on the timeless classic. News 6 Insider Guide and morning anchor Crystal Moyer followed the yellow brick road to get to the Wizard of Oz Museum.
The Wizard of Oz Museum is new and hasn't been open for a year yet, but it's inspiring visitors to look back at the history of Oz.
I don't believe in stocks or gold or anything else. This is what my treasure is.
For 35 years, Frederick Trust has been collecting anything and everything Wizard of Oz. Rare, some one-of-a-kind dolls, plates, Oz-inspired board games, even Dorothy's iconic ruby slippers, sharing his treasures in the Wizard of Oz Museum he opened in Cape Canaveral.
The most prized book is the first edition copy. This is the first known copy that's in existence, dated May 23rd of 1900.
Trust says it was the original stories that got him obsessed with the world of Oz. The story first read to him in the former Soviet Union when he was a kid.
He actually translated the story and presented the story as the Russian story. He made a couple changes to the stories. I came to the United States in 1980s. In the late 80s, I started looking for the books to read to my kids. The first thing I discovered, this is American fairy tales. And then I see there is not only Wizard of Oz, but there's like Land of Oz, Ozma of Oz, Road to Oz, Emerald City of Oz. There's so many titles. I was so confused and then started doing the research.
There are 40 books in all considered part of the original World of Oz, the storyline different from the classic Wizard of Oz movie starring Judy Garland. Scenes Trust illustrates with an immersive experience inside the museum, transporting visitors into the 19th century World of Oz.
In the story, Tin Man used to be a man who was in love with the Munchkin girl and he would like to marry her. But Wicked Witch of the East does not want them to get married, so she cursed his axe. And every time he went to the wood to cut wood, he would cut part of his body that he had to replace with the tin part. And that's how he became a Tin Man.
Trust working with animators to recreate characters straight from the original books. 1 minute of scene taking 3 months to bring to life.
In the book, when they fall asleep in the poppy field, the line was too heavy to pull out of the poppy field, so Tin Man decided to build a wagon.
You'll notice mice using strings to help pull the wagon, like it's explained in the original story.
The intention of the museum to inspire people interest to learn about the books, because books are the one who actually caused the creation of the famous movies that everybody aware of.
Trust says in all, his Oz collection is worth more than $10 million, and he plans to continue growing that collection. He's also in the process of creating more scenes for the immersive experience. And what's really cool is that after you walk through the museum, Trust has some of the original Oz books for sale, so you can read up on it yourself.
That is fascinating.
Yes.
So much stuff in there, and it is really a classic. Like whenever it's on, it used to be appointment TV. You had to wait for it to come on a particular time of year, and you would watch it.
Yeah,
stop
It's amazing
everything.
how much we're still learning about it.
Yeah.
So many years later.
Yeah, she said he also has one of Judy Garland's fur coats.
Oh.